Regard your soldiers as your children, and they will follow you into the deepest valleys. Look upon them as your own beloved sons, and they will stand by you even unto death.
Turn to rise, the force of a union at war. March over mountains on our way to the north, on the road that will lead us to Rome. Our way will not be easy, it will take us through hardship and pain. Hill after hill, breaking the lines of defense. Nothing's been achieved, just to walk a day, go all the way. The thrones are closing in, as the end is drawing near. The 12 army interfere, open up around, get people out. It's forces spread out there. It's the end of the war. Reach for eldest shore. Safe till the river's been crossed. Nicht ein Schlag, ein Rettungsaktion. Holding on the ground till the final platoon. Hurry up, we're waiting for you. Men of the 9th and civilians too. Dispossessed, surrendering to the West. Who'll survive and who will die? Up to Kriegsklipp to decide. Those who made it cross without a loss have reason to reflect. It is not about Berlin, it is not about the Reich. It's about the men who fought for them. What peace can they expect? It's the end of the war. Reach for eldest shore. It's the end, the war's been lost. Keeping them safe till the river's been crossed. Nicht ein Schlag, ein Rettungsaktion. Holding the ground till the final platoon. Hurry up, we're waiting for you. Men of the 9th and civilians too. Dispossessed, surrendering to the West. See the city burn on the other side, going down in flames as two worlds collide. Who can now look back with a sense of pride? On the other shore, there's the end of the war. See the city burn on the other side, going down in flames as two worlds collide. Who can now look back with a sense of pride? On the other shore, there's the end of the war.
From the beginning of the Soviet Union's final World War II offensive towards Berlin on April 16, 1945, the situation on the Eastern Front had deteriorated rapidly for the Germans. By the 22nd, Soviet Tank Corps spearheads were already starting to surround Berlin from the north and the south. With the encirclement of Berlin soon at hand, German high command from the bunkers under the city center were calling for immediate assistance. The 12th Army, under General of the Panzertruppe Walter Wenck, had just retreated east of the Elbe at this point, fighting a losing battle against the American advance from the west. Now beyond the river, they could make a stand while providing a tactical reserve against that advance. But the Führer's orders changed their enemies. Now, Wenck's 12th was ordered to strike to the east, into the Soviet flanks, and to relieve Berlin. However, what was called an army, a corps, or even a detachment this late in the war was often nothing more than a mixed group of veterans, stragglers, wounded, and conscripted youngsters and middle-aged and even old men. Wenck's 12th had a large group of basically kids from the Hitler Youth, young men who hadn't finished school, and they were now tasked with taking on Russian tanks. According to General Feldmarschall Wilhelm Keitel, they were to unite with additional Panzer Corps, Tank Corps, under General Felix Steiner to the north, while the trapped 9th Army would make a break to the west and join them. Together, they were to relieve the capital from the Soviets, who had over 1 million men advancing. It was a plan, at least, but one that only existed on paper. Wenck's army had only recently been reorganized with men from all branches that could still fight. That was the only requirement. But even this late in the war, the German army was still able and reliable, and they still had fight in them even in a futile battle. The army's diaries of this day read, "No deserters, no prisoners, no misses."